Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
I understand. All right. So now, which has been the most unforgettable case that you have handled since you got into this line of advocacy?
There are quite a few.
I
remember the case of Mama Comfort Ashaye. The woman who I met her at a radio station. Actually, I went to speak at a radio station, and I met this woman crying that they should help her. This is what had happened. It was during the era when bank these bank hackers were stealing people's money through ATM and all those things. And this woman that worked for government had got her gratuity paid into the account, and somebody called down the phone that they are calling from the bank. You know, all these scammers, they are calling from the bank and they want to do something. Anyway, the poor woman gave out that information and they cleaned out all her gratuity. And this is the woman who had retired. She was about almost 70. And she was crying in that day. So I took up her matter. I created awareness about it. I put her on social media. I started shouting. We contacted the bank. And I even got a lawyer to work with us. We contacted the bank. The bank said, "You know their responsibility." I said, "No, your responsibility, because as at that time we didn't have this law. We didn't have this law. So the laws we had at that time were not very adequate. But I still was able to work it on them to say, you have a responsibility to this person because you did not properly educate this woman on how to use this technology that you brought." Do you understand? And she's falling victim of it now. Anyway, after a lot of public pressure, we had so much, everybody got into it. The bank opted out and they refunded her money on the condition that we stopped the media.
Which bank was that?
And we were very glad to stop the media blitz. At least Mama got her money back.
Which bank was that?
No, it was Diamond Bank then, but they are no longer around.
Okay, they've been swallowed by another bank. Okay, now, why are Nigerians not keen, about these consumer rights issues?
It's not that they are not keen. No. Practically every Nigerian wants the best. They want to get the best service. They expect to get value for their money, and they expect to be treated like they're important. So Nigerians are keen. I've told you, it is because Nigerians do not believe that if I insist on my rights, I will be backed by government. You understand? So once they don't have that sense that there's somebody to protect me, if I insist on my rights, they let it go. So yes, for instance, in Lagos State now, Lagos State has a consumer protection agency. I was a member of the board, the first board for that agency when it was established. Governor Ambode graciously appointed me to that board, and that board today is the agency today is being run by Afolabi Sodebo, who has brought such impact into it that now a whole lot more Nigerians, Lagosians especially, would, you do that one small thing, they are going to report you to LASCOPA because they know that LASCOPA will get up and call for a mediation immediately and get involved and help you follow through. So we need more of such agencies on the states, in the state level, because the states have a right to set up their own consumer protection agency. It's a concurrent responsibility, it's not exclusive. So every state will be able to set up an agency. Then you will see that Nigerians care.
Okay. Now
it's too far away.
I like that. So how do we create more awareness, for consumer rights in Nigeria? I mean, as someone who has played in that sector for years, what would you advise,
The media is our best tool. The media. Whatever it is I have achieved today, I am not the only person who is doing work in consumer protection, by the way. There are a whole lot of wonderful people who are also running agencies trying to help consumers. But the only reason why I seem to have gained more traction is because I'm a media person. This is my profession. And I am able to partner with various platforms I mean, what we are doing now is the way we create awareness. It was because I used the media as a tool. That's why we gained more awareness. Now, social media has also helped us now. So because of social media, a lot of people now know that they have rights. Do you understand? And they also know how to get on it and complain. It's just that sometimes they do it in a nasty way. They do it in a way that can put them in trouble. But the bottom line is, if I have an experience and I write my experience out, nobody can hold me. You cannot hold me
Okay.
for speaking my experience. So the more awareness we create, the more we put out what needs to be known. This is one of the reasons why this book was written. Do you understand?
Okay.
It's for you to understand what your rights are, so that when somebody violates it, you can
You
get
don't
on
have
social
to go
media and call them
about
out. Yes,
it.
and say, you
Okay.
have violated my rights. This is section so that says that
Okay.
you should do this for me. I
Okay.
did do it.